Today I am in a broom cupboard doing Legal Tech 101. There's a fridge and some filing cabinets there. So today we spent 25 minutes with Deb Feder. She is a force of nature. We had an amazing conversation, so enjoy.
And now for something completely different.
The real objective of this kind of interview, if you will, is to keep it short and sweet and talk about one thing. That is the mantra.
Awesome. So what's our one thing?
Big thing that people don't really talk about, which you do, selling from a lawyer's perspective. So going out to market, selling your wares and things of that notion. And I wanted to talk about that, if that's okay.
Okay.
Because
We can talk about it.
because no one ever talks about it. So I sell tech, so it's very obvious my job is to sell. But people often forget, I think, that lawyers have to sell as well. Yeah? Like they have to go pitch for work, build customer bases, not just do the lawyering counselling bit. Is like this huge portion that people don't really talk about. So I was keen to talk about that, if that's okay.
But I have to tell you, I hate one of those words that you just used. I can't stand the word pitch. Like, honestly, throw your pitch away, throw the pitch in the pocket. Don't ever let the pitch come out. It's such like a, I don't know, like this little phrase of like, I don't know, like we're going to practice it and we're going to have it perfect. I mean, people have said like, we need to perfect your pitch. And I'm like, ugh, how about you just enter into a really great conversation, right?
Yeah. Ditch the pitch.
Like it. Yeah. So I didn't realize there were rules to the legal industry, right? And I guess I'm not one to really follow great rules.
No.
It's actually why I spent like about 30 days thinking I was going to litigate back, 20 some years ago. And I realized that there were a lot of rules in litigation. I was like, ooh, this is too hard for me. I don't really want to follow all those rules. I'd rather do corporate work where you want to negotiate something or you want to do work something. You just pick up the phone and say, hey, can't we work this out?
Yeah.
And then you listen to what they want. You know what your client wants. You're done, right? The deal's done. And that was more fun for me.
It must be challenging for, let's say, a partner at law firm X to, I suppose, differentiate from partner at law firm Y. Because like law firms have been around for forever and a day. So is it really driving that personal relationship or beyond just the, oh yes, we've got the best knowledge and the best tech and things of that notion?
You got to get rid of this idea that there's not enough work to go around, right? So if we all think that we're grabbing at the same piece of pie, like we're at that backyard barbecue and there seems to be only one pie for dessert. If we think that we're all aiming for that one piece, then it becomes kind of ugly and we're all out there trying to just be like, oh, we're the best and puff ourselves up. And it sounds so ridiculous, right? So, I mean, right? It's funny. Yeah. So, but if you can be like, listen, I know that what I am is a strategic big picture thinker. There's other people who are really great researchers. There's other people who, when you know what you bring to the table and you can enter into a conversation that builds relationship, builds rapport, right? And you know that it's a match, then it works. But if somebody is like, I don't care, you don't need to be personable at all in this project. You will never talk to a soul. I need the very, very best detailed research that you can provide. And that's not your sweet spot. It's really better off saying, you know what, I've got somebody to refer you to.
Same in technology, yeah. So I speak to people, and to be honest, the first thing I do when we sit down is I don't want to speak about what I do all day to you whilst we're having, I don't know, a steak at lunch. There must be more interesting stuff we can talk about rather than open integrations and APIs. And then when you tell them that, everyone just relaxes because they're just like, oh, thank God, I'm not going to be pitched at for the next hour.
The best advice I can give an attorney for wanting to go out there and sell and market themselves, stop talking.
All right, zip it.
You can't even...
Zip it. Zip.
Look,
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, exhibit A.
Stop talking. Zip your lips and learn to listen.
Which is challenging for lawyers, yeah?
nearly impossible. Right? And if nothing else, like they've been taught, like go to law school, stand up, share your big ideas, answer the questions, sound so smart, right? Nobody, I don't know how many times I've said this, nobody really wants to chat with you about the indemnification clauses in an agreement.
So where do you think the future is going for, I suppose, private practice?
Innovation is going to rule the day, right? And I don't mean just tech, although I think tech is a huge part in it, right? I think finding the right tools for the right situation is super important, and making sure then you use it, right? Tech for the sake of tech doesn't do anything. But knowing that you have to meet the clients where they are at and what they are looking for. So if they are all saying, you've got to stop nickel and diming me on these kinds of projects, I'd rather just pay you a flat fee and I want to pick up the phone and call you whenever the heck I feel like it, then find a way to make that work.
This has been great. Thank you so much, Deb.
This is so fun.
Really enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me.